All right. So before we get there, let's go ahead and review this Missionary album, man. Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, back again. They've been going on. They went on a long rollout. They went and talked to mad people, mad interviews. They've been promoting this for forever, and this is what we got, Missionary. So what you pulling it up? Let's go back to you again, Baldy. What's your thoughts on this?
It's trash, dog. I don't want to be disrespectful, but I don't want to ever hit this again. I mean, I don't know what to say. I don't want to be disrespectful. I did not like this album.
All right, it's like that. Okay, B-Dub.
This is a very plug and play album to me. This just seems so like I don't think they tried anything new here. It wasn't. I will say I do like the flow, the pocket that Snoop was in, the more melodic flow.
Mhm.
That sounds better for him at this older age for me.
I mean, that's always kind of been his flow. His flow
Yeah.
is his high point. Right? I mean, that's the thing that makes him kind of special. He has his own type of style. I thought he was rapping well on certain songs, like Shangri-La. I thought he was rapping. I got my biggest criticisms on here, dog, to be honest, is about Dr. Dre, man.
Exactly. All the criticism to me goes to Dre. It all goes to Dre. I mean, this is supposed to be what many people consider the greatest hip hop producer ever. Many people say that, right? I wouldn't say that, but many people say that. And a lot of these beats are, first of all, reused samples, prominent reused samples. This is the opposite of what you just talked about with Alchemist, doing stuff that's like, oh, I never heard this sample before. Where'd you find this loop from? All these songs, these are already hit songs. And it was cool when there was like one or two, but I kept going through the album. I'm like, dang, when is there gonna be an original beat on here? Like, it's crazy.
And then look, isn't this the second time this year he did that?
when else did he do that?
Didn't he have that what you call him album? The R&B album?
Oh, you right.
With Marsha Ambrosius. And that's what I'm saying, dog. This is what I said about that album, dog. You not that dude. If you coming up here with these same ass samples, man.
Right. It's called biting.
I agree.
This used to be frowned on in hip hop. Okay. And then now we got, one of the biggest producers doing it for, whole albums. Like this, it's just not cool. You're doing it for the entire album. And this is, this is like the Puff Daddy formula. Like, you know what I mean? Like just like rap on, Juicy Fruit type thing. Like, like this isn't genius. You know what I mean? Like this is not what, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
I just don't understand how you call yourself like an amazing producer because I pulled out a hit song, an MIA hit song, and say
or a rap classic. On this. Yeah, or you take a rap classic. Like what's the one? What's the Shangri-La beat? Isn't that Stakes is High? It's like I said, these beats these samples is not like new, and so it's kind of like, dang man, what are we doing, man?
It's super weird, man. That he did that, and like I said, it's just too many. It's too many of them. So not only that though, then it's also like super, like I don't know how to even describe it. Pristine, almost pop sound, like very clean production in the sense, and then with the yeah, and it's just almost like you take classic hip hop beats and then make them sound more poppy, like more pop, sound, pop production than hip hop production almost. So it's weird, instead of when so many albums or so much of this year has been talked about the West Coast and West Coast sound, even Kendrick, talk about, got songs that are bringing back the West Coast sound, or all these different things that have been, the trends that in hip hop this year. Then you have the biggest West Coast producer kind of going away from that sound of his, and making an album that really, it didn't hit in my car like that. You know what I mean? And so it's like,
I kind of disagree on the cleanness of it. That is Dr. Dre's thing. I'm not, at least currently, like that's kind of the engineering is sounds great in when you got a good set of speakers, you got the all the different channels that the sounds are coming from. That's cool. I'm not going to say that's bad.
But you don't hear a ton of, you don't have the funk that was so prominent in his earlier music. That sound that made him, I feel like that was his signature thing almost. You know what I mean?
Well, he was sampling classic punk records. Now he's sampling other classic records. I mean, it's not
right.
To me, this is not good. It's not a good look. I don't know. I've seen other people reviewing this album and really talking about how great the production is. Mm-hmm. I just have a completely different opinion. I expect to turn on. Well, I guess it just depends on who the audience is, I guess, or something. Like if I turn on an album and I'm supposed to hear the greatest hip hop producer, I expect to be wowed by what I'm hearing. Something new, something different, some samples I haven't heard or seen. It's kind of why I was disappointed in some of the Common and Pete Rock album is those samples wasn't all new. There was a lot of them were or they were basic. They weren't flipped. They weren't changed. They weren't cut up in some kind of ways that you wouldn't expect. And maybe that's just because I'm biased. Maybe I'm so used to listening to Alchemist, and I'm like, what the hell is this? When I turn the songs on, I mean, other people that I love right now, Conductor, Derringer. I'm like, what am I hearing? What is that noise? How is that done? And I'm surprised. I'm excited by that. Maybe I'm just a different type of hip hop listener, but this is not impressive to me. It's kind of a letdown.
Right. I agree. So to me, it's a complete letdown. And I wanted to pull up. I mean, because they did an interview, and I want to say maybe it was the Complex interview. I'll pull it up, but Dr. Dre talks so much about how he's a better producer now than ever before, and how he's improved so much, from his past music. And I just think this is just like a key example of how these hip hop artists get out of touch. He been out of touch for so long. I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, he's a billionaire from headphones.
Yeah, billionaire. I just don't feel like, and it like, but to even say like, he made classic material. People love him for a reason, right? He made classic material, and then to be like, I can't even listen to that. Like, I'm gonna pull up the interview. Hold on. So let's.
Vito, what you think about it? Why he pulling it up?
Yeah, what's your thoughts?
I was gonna say that. Like I said, I really think it's a cookie cutter album. Like they get the best samples, they got everybody on it, all the big names on the album. Like this is a real put together industry ass album to me. Like, but honestly, I didn't expect anything different. This is exactly what I thought they would go for. I'm sure some people are gonna be like, "Oh, this is a great album." Like, I'm sure it's probably gonna get highly rated. Honestly, I feel like that is gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll get highly rated or not, honestly. But I feel like that's kind of irrelevant. Yo, shout out to people in the chat, man. Thanks for rocking.
Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, how y'all feeling about this Missionary album? Let us know how y'all feel about this Missionary album. But this is Dr. Dre's interview with Complex, and like he said right here, he says, let's see. So, do you would you say it's difficult or challenging to create this album, knowing how high the fan expectations are? And Snoop Dogg says, no, we don't ever go into recording thinking about that. We think about perfection amongst ourselves. We're competing against us. This brother don't even listen to anything that we did that's old. So you don't ever have to worry about that with him. I was playing our old record today. He said, man, turn that off and put on our new stuff. Yeah, just happened today. This is Dre. I don't listen to any of the songs I've ever made since 1985, which is when I started. I don't even allow my family or anybody to play that stuff around me. I think that's just the process of recording is what I really enjoy, is just recording the albums. And I and I'm listening to it enough while we're recording. When we finish the record, I wake up listening to that stuff. Once it comes out, I'm ready to listen to the next stuff. So he says, so then, the answer, do you think your music sounds better now? Dr. Dre says yes. Snoop Dogg says, I don't. Dr. Dre says, I think I'm making the best stuff ever. Right? So, yeah. And then Dr. Dre says, yeah, I don't want to be disrespectful to anybody right now, but I'm not really inspired by what's happening with hip-hop these days. It's not for me. I've always said I'm not with disrespect. I'm not going to disrespect it or anything like that, but I haven't heard anything that makes me go, dang, why didn't I do that? I haven't heard that in a long time, which makes my job easy, to be honest. How can you say that when your whole album is reused beats? How can you say nothing has inspired me when all of this is unoriginal beats? It don't make sense.
He gonna say that's old beats.
But you listen to everybody else old stuff. You listen to MIA old stuff. You listen to Stakes is High old stuff. Like, why? Like, it don't make sense.
Hey man, that's my thing. That's why I almost feel like offended. Like, what are you talking about, man? I always get mad at these older dudes, and look, maybe it's because I'm so into hip hop, I'm constantly like looking for it, and he's 55, 60 years old, my dad, older than my dad, I don't know, and a billionaire, so maybe he don't have time to be looking at hip hop like I do. But I hate when I hear people saying this. This is why I got mad at 3 Stacks this year. All the people was like, "Oh, I don't like what's going on in hip hop." Well, where? Because to me, they got every single type of hip hop out there. Right. So if you saying that, to me, it's almost like you don't really love hip hop. You out here almost like,
and you don't listen to it,
disrespecting it. Yeah. So
hang with Jimmy, I get the listen to whatever music he listening to, whatever.
See, I wasn't gonna do that.
No, come on, no, I'm doing it. This dude's out of touch. He's out of touch.
Nah, you doing it.
Yeah,
it's the same thing Cube distant for in '90. Yeah. It's like no, yo. Like I said, man, I don't really get that, and maybe that's because people only hearing what's given to them. You turn on the streaming apps. Hey, this is the new hotness. Check it out, and then you listen to it, and you're like, oh, I don't like these new rappers. Like, oh, I don't like this new rap. It's got Future or somebody. Like, I don't even know what he's talking about when he says he don't like nothing that's going on in hip hop.
Yeah,
to me, that's not good hate.
Yeah, it's not good hate, right? That's what I'm saying. We hate on stuff, but we also there's a lot of hip hop we love. So is the thing. They say, do you remember the last person or album that you heard that you were inspired by? Stevie Wonder's Songs of the Key of Life. Laughs. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
that's hilarious.
Okay, so there's not a single hip hop song you were ever inspired by. You know what I mean? It's like come
or
on.
Album,
right?
What was it? T-Pap came out when T-Pap came out? Almost 10 years ago?
Yeah, I think 2 years ago this year.
Nah, for real? I mean, look, that's
2015. To Butterfly, 2015, I believe. So
okay. That's not good hate. See, that's my thing. Is that's not good hate, and I take it like I said, I get offended. I'm a hip hop lover, and I love this culture, and I'm constantly wanting to be like up with it, and so to see these legends, they not up with it, and then talk down on it is crazy to me. But okay, or maybe he just hates everything.
A lot of classics since then. Well, maybe not a lot, but we've definitely had classic hip hop albums since To Pimp a Butterfly.
Right, and then of course, I mean, he says that because he's an executive producer on that. That's his artist. That's the dude. That's Interscope. So yeah, cool. All right, yeah. Of course, he's gonna say that, right? That's like, but like, it's still the facts are the facts. This dude is he's reusing old beats. And then he's in the same breath saying, I'm not inspired by any other hip hop producers. Nobody's doing anything cool. Nobody's doing anything new. It's like, dog, you're not doing nothing new. And then you got the nerve to say that, the stuff you made before, the stuff people love you for, the Chronic and stuff like that, you're so much better than that now. This album can't touch that stuff. And
but you know what the biggest missing ingredient is?
Yeah.
Because I noticed on a bunch of these songs. Nate Dogg.
Yeah.
If Nate Dogg was on it, it's going up. It's going up.
they try to replace it with BJ the Chicago Kid, man. I'm sorry, like I'm not.
Fuck out of here.
But you just don't got it. Like
some hate.
It's just,
that's not it. Stop. They should have called. Maybe they could have called Anderson .Paak or something. But no, some of these just not happening. I don't. I mean, like we can talk about these songs, man. I don't know if it really worth it to do all of that, man. Like, which ones did you like?
Well, so first off, yeah, I mean, we talk about the ones I like. I mean, I like Out of the Blue, right? That was the first. That was the single I heard. That was the one on the trailer. That song is dope. Again, it uses the MIA, beat, and I, when it was just one song, I was like, oh, this is dope. It wasn't until I heard the rest of the album and I'm like, okay, you still keep doing the same thing, but I like that one. I like Skyscrapers is clearly the best song to me, and Method Man is just on another
Method
level
Manning,
right now.
everything. Yes, I mean, anything you put him on, he's about to come wash your favorite rappers.
I struggled this with the top 20. I was like, every song Method Man was featured on, I almost put on my list. I was like, I gotta take some of these off. Like, I just love Method Man.
I did have a few of those. I kind of like Another Part of Me, which I was kind of surprised by. But I like it. Kind of gets like I like the guitars on it or whatever guitar noises. I don't, I doubt that they're real guitars. I don't know. That was about it, man. I didn't really like this at all. Like, and like I said, maybe because I tried to listen to it after I listened to the stuff I normally listen to, which is more bar heavy, and just don't sound the same. So I don't know. This almost like was off-putting to me.
Yeah, I agree. People in the chat, people in the comments, please let us know in the comments. Comment. Do you think it's okay for producers to just reuse classic rap songs, or should they make original beats? Like I think this is like a big deal to me. But yeah, let us know what y'all think.
I would like to know how people feel about that, because, like I said, when I hear other people, and I like I said, I watch some other podcasts talking about it, swearing how great this is and how good this is for parties. Look, maybe it is because you got the nostalgia berries. That's all it is, nostalgia berries to me.
Yeah.
Hey, you remember this one song that was really good? Well, here's Snoop on a remix. It's like, okay, well, everybody loves Snoop. And, like, I'm not mad, but is that supposed to make me excited? I feel like that's some bullshit. That's what I feel like it is.
Yeah, agreed. So, I'm sorry. Like, I expected more. I just expected more, man. And I would love it. I would have loved it if he came back with his older sound, like, or more funky sound or something like that. Not remake the same album, but just something like this wasn't what I expected. What do you
think, Vito?
I was about to say, I think LL got the crown for the old niggas this year.
Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about that, man. Is this the worst old nigga album of the year?
Man.
Who we got? We got Rakim.
Yeah.
We got
and Rakim album that he didn't rap on.
Didn't rap on. It was short. I don't know what you think. He produced it. I don't know what you think.
Produced it.
Common and P Rock. We got LL.
Yeah.
We had Master Ace.
Master Ace. I was going to say that. Yeah.
Who else?
Master Ace got.
I feel like there's one more.
But yeah, I feel like there was somebody else too. But Ice Cube. Ice Cube had the.
Ice Cube.
Oh, no,
Ice Cube. You didn't like Ice Cubes at all. I liked a couple songs on Ice Cube. Yeah. Ghostface wasn't good either. Ghostface wasn't good either. But he did have that one song.
Ghostface got the worst one. Ghostface
I really need to understand me.
No.
But you gotta take that plan B. No, you gotta take that plan B though. Hey, look, that's a song for life, man. That's a song for life.
Yeah, Ghostface got the crowd on that one. Ghostface has the worst one. But the issue is that Ghostface didn't go on some like huge run of rollout and interview after interview. It wasn't like some big thing. I felt like the Ghostface thing was like, let me throw out this garbage tracks I probably have on in the whatever. I don't know.
Some of the songs are very old. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But the song sounded old. It sounded like throwaways, right? So I feel way more forgiving for like you throwing out a throwaway album. But the they went on a run and LL sitting there standing on this saying that this is the best he's ever been. I'm the best producer now, better than I've ever been. Like what? I ain't hear nothing original on this whole album.
Not one thing. Original mixing, good mixing.
Yeah.
But nah, just biting songs and taking whole sample loops and stuff like that. I don't know, man. I don't know. And people give it a pass. People love it, man. Look, he got one right here. How you put this over damn Q-Tip, man? You got to be out your mind. It's just biting. Biting is fly. I don't know. I don't know.
And that LL album was different, and it was different and good. LL came improved, right? Like he came, prepared to rap amongst other people, rap amongst the greats, rap next to Eminem and beat him, right? Then the production
he was on par
different.
with Nas.
It was new.
He was rapping great throughout with everybody that rapped with him.
And so I feel like it was more experimental and it was political. And,
I want to fight this dude, man. I want to fight this dude. Biting and sampling ain't the same, man. You got to stop because you know better than this. This is some nonsense, man.
Yeah.
All right, that's some nonsense.
I told you.
You know biting and sampling ain't the same.
Dog. People gonna love this album, man. They gonna say this shit was fire. I already know.
The issue is, the difference is when somebody samples something, they went and found the record. They listened to the record. They heard the loop. They took apart and they looped it. When you just take a song, MIA already made, like that song. It was already a hit song. Like everybody knows that beat, you know what I mean? Like everyone knows the song. And you just take it, boom. You didn't do anything new. Right? So that's not the same thing.
Yeah, come on, man. Come on. People gotta keep it hip hop, man. And not just try to make it work for people they like. Originality.
What y'all think of this comment? Leroy said, "Think it's cute about moving the crowd sonically."
I don't know nothing about that. I don't know. That's called marketing, dog. Marketing is a real thing. If you have the biggest record label putting out your record and gassing your record, that's marketing.
Yeah,
that's not quality. People mistake quality for marketing because more people like it. Don't make it better. It's marketing.
And then this, obviously I'm being, exaggerating the nothing is original. I like for instance, the Skyscraper song, I think is great. I didn't recognize that, specific, like it being some other like famous hip hop song. But the point is, it happened too many times throughout the album that I felt. So regardless though, what y'all giving it? What y'all giving the album as a rating?
What? You want me to give this a rating?
Yeah.
It's like a 3. I'm never listening to this again.
Yeah, I'm never listening to this again. No songs on here. I don't want to hear them. I'm good.
All right. Yeah.